Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, I am going to be sharing with you some updates on our farm and also on this project that we have going. You can see some of the boards behind me, but we are building now our carport to be a large family size kitchen and adding some extra living space. So I'm excited to share these updates with you. Thanks so much for joining me here, and if you haven't taken the time to like the video and to subscribe to the channel, I would love for you to do that so that you can stay updated when I post new videos. Have a great day, and thanks for joining me. We read in Jeremiah 6:16, "Thus says the Lord, stand by the ways and see, and ask for the ancient paths, where the good way is, and walk in it, and you will find rest for your souls." Our house has a huge carport area, and for some time now we have been talking about closing the carport in and making it a large family kitchen. The kitchen that we have in our house currently is quite tight for a family our size, and so after a lot of thought we decided that we would go ahead and bite off this project. Our boys also need bedrooms, and the area is big enough to create a small bedroom for each of them, and also a big enough sewing room. Not huge, but an extra room for sewing and crafts. Additionally, we have a large closet off of the carport area, and since our laundry room in our home is also tight and small, we are planning to build out that closet into a second laundry room, and hopefully that way we can all spread out. This is the back of the house, and the framing is underway. The floor has been raised up to match with the rest of the house, and the subfloor has been put down. We will have this limestone on the side wall and limestone over on this side wall, and a lot of framing happened today for the main wall, where we will have the sink and a lot of counter space and cabinets, and then over here will be a pantry. Here is what it looks like from the back. One room and the second room, and still some porch there to spare. You can see here the plumbing that was installed. It's now covered with the subfloor, but this is some of the plumbing that will be taking the water away from the sink area. The framing did not come out just right the first time around on the windows above the sink. The plan originally was to have a picture window in the middle and then the two smaller side windows. So that original framing was redone, and I'm so pleased now to have that big picture window to stand at the sink and to look out over our woods in the front. This is the entry right here. Entering into the kitchen right here. Again, here's those windows, and you can see we'll have a little wall space on each side for the stove and a little bit of shelving or cabinetry. And then here's where we'll have the refrigerator and a small
cabinet on the bottom, countertop, and probably open shelves on the rock. And then this is going to be the pantry, and it's going to be sort of an L-shaped pantry, I think, meaning shelves on this wall and the back wall, and hopefully a kind of a sort of like a butler's pantry with a countertop, probably a butcher block countertop where I could put a microwave, maybe an ice machine, something like that, and maybe an appliance shelf. And this wall here, I'm not sure. I'm still deciding what I'm gonna do over the windows, what I need the most. There will be a door to enter into the craft room. And you can see there will be a door on the other side too, to the porch. And we have 3 nice big windows to look out while we're sewing or doing crafts or whatever here. And this wall will probably be a whole lot of cabinets or shelves. There's rock on the bottom, and probably going up to the ceiling will be shelves or cabinets to hold all of our fabric and craft supplies, all of that. So much stuff we have to store. So that will go into the office there. And then we have this to work with too. Probably have a desk there, like a table there, and a table here. And probably maybe open shelves or some kind of more decorative thing maybe on the rock. I'll see. But the trick's going to be getting the cabinets and shelves to hold all the crafts and fabric and all that stuff. And probably this wall will be lined with work tables. And then the view.
When we started the project, this porch swing had to go down, and I love my porch swing. So it was a decision as to where to place it, and we ended up placing it at the end of our long porch, down by the rockers and close to the garden. And I have to say, I really, really like it down at the end of the porch. Before, it was more in the middle of all the comings and goings and hustle and bustle of a busy family life. And down at the end of the porch is kind of more of a calm and relaxing area. So I'm really thrilled with having the porch swing in its new location. Genesis 1:29. Then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. We were so blessed with the purple hull peas this year. We had a good first crop and then a good bumper crop, and they are still trying to pop up. The garden is just about done for. We are in such a drought here in Texas, but there are still some purple hull pea plants out in the garden, still hanging on, still trying to blossom. Many of them are fried, but it has been just such a provision, and I've been able to can some. And our goats have really enjoyed the shells after we would shell the peas. The goats have enjoyed eating that, and we froze some purple hull peas, and I canned some, and we have cooked some fresh. My husband loves it if we cook it with a little bit of garden okra, and we add in some bacon and some chicken stock. Very yummy, some onions. So we are just thankful for the crop that the Lord blessed us with the purple hull peas. They definitely did the best in our summer garden this year. It certainly does not take our family long to messy up the pantry. And so from time to time, I need to go into the pantry and clear out the trash and reorganize and figure out better solutions. And so I recently took an afternoon and worked on the pantry. And it was rather overwhelming at first, but such a nice feeling when I had more space and more order in the pantry. I recently ordered some flower-flavored syrups off of Amazon, flavors such as hibiscus, violet, lavender, and rose. And these are fun to put maybe in baked goods, in tea and coffee. You can get creative with them, but we have been having fun around our house trying these flavored syrups this summer, and I will put a link in the description in case you're looking for something like that. It has been fun to play around with my dehydrator, and I dehydrated some of the garden tomatoes. I also canned green beans this year for the first time, pressure canning green beans, and that has been fun to be able to reach for those jars and put green beans on the table very easily. And we are just overall just thankful for the Lord's provision, and really enjoy getting to put up food and have it for a later date. We always love to get baby chicks, and that's something we did on the farm this summer, and they are growing, and it's just always a sweet thing to get new chicks. When we began the addition to our house, a lot of firewood that was up on the carport and the porch had to be moved, and so it has been fun to create sort of a little fort by this tree with the firewood, and my little girl was having such a fun time playing house under the tree. It reminds me of being a child and playing house in a little fort structure that was built on the side of our house. So fun childhood memories. We have been experiencing a pretty severe drought here in Texas this summer. Very high temperatures and very little rain. I think of the verse that says, "O God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh faints for you, as in a dry and weary land where there is no water." Psalm 63, verse 1. We need to be thirsting after the Lord and to know Him and walk with Him, just as the land is thirsting and screaming out for water. We were so thankful that we did get a little bit of rain, and it was such an exciting thing. It was almost like it's snowing. It was so exciting to see the rain again. And we didn't get nearly as much as the earth was needing, but the Lord knows, and He is faithful, and He will send more rain in His time. We were blessed with a rainbow that evening after the rain, which was really spectacular.
Come on, Opal.
No.
We have tried some to put goats into the garden to eat it down for us. We would like to start planting a fall garden. But as you can see, goats have a strong mind of their own, and when dogs get in the mix and scare them and irritate them, things get even trickier. So it's been an adventure to try to get them to eat this garden down for us. Sometimes I'm just pulling the dead plants up and taking them to the goat pen and letting them munch on it, because it really is a treat for them. But anyway, I got a good laugh out of this little chase where the dog was chasing the goat. Recently, I bought a new rug at Costco, and I spent some hours cleaning up the family room, cleaning out from under furniture, dealing with toys, and you can see the padding and the flooring there through the window that's going to go in the home addition. But anyway, rearranging this space, and I was really happy in the end. It took hours to do it, but I was happy with how clean it looked. I was very happy with the rug from Costco, and I was happy with the new setup, the new arrangement for the furniture. These sweet days of childhood are passing so quickly, and my little girl was enjoying a farm setup with the Playmobiles, and I want to be able to look back and remember and treasure these sweet memories. These baby chicks sure are growing, and they're enjoying freedom to get out of their cage and to run about, and we lock them up at night. But it is fun to see those little fluffy chicks growing into bigger chickens now, and we will look forward to them laying eggs in the future. J.R. Miller said, "A true home is one of the most sacred of places. It is a sanctuary into which men flee from the world's perils and alarms. It is a resting place to which at close of day the weary retire to gather new strength for the battle and toils of tomorrow. It is the place where love learns its lessons, where life is schooled into discipline and strength, where character is molded. Far more than we know, do the strength and beauty of our lives depend upon the home in which we dwell."